The 5-minute rule typically refers to a strategy for overcoming procrastination and increasing productivity. The basic idea is that if you have a task or activity that you've been putting off, you commit to working on it for just 5 minutes. By setting a short and manageable time frame, it becomes easier to overcome the initial resistance and get started on the task. The theory behind the 5-minute rule is that once you start working on a task, you're more likely to continue working on it beyond the initial 5 minutes. Often, the hardest part is getting started, and once you've overcome that hurdle, you can build momentum and find it easier to keep going. Here's how you can apply the 5-minute rule. Choose a task or activity that you've been procrastinating on. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Commit to working on the task for those 5 minutes without any distractions. Focus solely on the task and give it your full attention for the duration. Once the timer goes off, you can choose to stop or continue working on the task. The 5-minute rule can be effective because it helps you overcome the initial resistance and break the task into smaller, more manageable chunks. It's a way to trick your brain into getting started on something you've been avoiding. Even if you only work on the task for 5 minutes, it's still progress, and you can always come back to it later using the same rule. However, it's worth noting that the 5-minute rule might not work for everyone or every task. Some tasks require longer periods of focus and concentration, and breaking them down into smaller time increments may not be as effective. It's important to assess the nature of the task and adjust the time frame accordingly. Ultimately, the 5-minute rule is a simple technique that can help you overcome procrastination and take that first step towards completing a task. It's a tool you can use to build momentum and establish a productive routine.